In topic 1-2, we are going to learn about how we need to understand whole number place value. Now, I'm going to email you, if I haven't done so already, the rules for place value and other rules as well. But I already have it here. If you look at the place value, now we're not worried about the decimals from here over. Okay, we're not worried about over here. Here's the decimal. Now, if you look, everything is grouped in threes to the left of the decimals. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, the first thing is everything is grouped in threes very nicely. Now, obviously, they're separated, what they call a period, but it's really made by a comma. The period is just the name to separate the families. Step 2, each group has the same value. That's ones, tens, hundreds. 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 And it goes on forever. That's the value. You got the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. Billions, 10 billions, 100 billions, and so on. And the third one, this is everything right here. You need to write down in your notes right now. Number 3, each group has a name. This group of threes, it's called the hundreds. This group of threes, the thousands. This group of threes, the millions. This group of threes, the billions. And this group of threes, the trillions. Okay? So, make sure you've written all 3 of these down in your notes. Go ahead and push pause. Now, go ahead and write each of these problems down as is, as shown. Go ahead and push pause and do that now. Okay, so we have different looking problems here, and I'm going to ask you for different ones. I gotta, real quick, I have to add something as you are watching. I gotta add exponents because this looks different. Okay, so go ahead and add this now. I apologize. So there's different forms of writing a number. Numbers are made up of, cancel, 5, it's called a digit. 2 is called a digit. 6 is called a digit. 0 is called a digit. Together, they all make something called a number. So, their standard form. Standard. Write this down. Standard. S-T-A-N-D-A-R-D. That's this. Standard form is the number you always see all the time. Now, when you see plus signs, that's called, it makes it longer. So, when something gets longer, it expands. And so this is called expanded form. Okay? So, what I want you to do for this problem right now is to push pause and write the standard form of 8 million plus 300 plus 9. Go ahead and push pause. All right. So we have 8 in the millions place. The value is ones. There is nothing in the whoa. Nope. I don't see anything in the thousands place. So that's 0, 0, 0. We have a 3 in the hundreds place. We don't have anything in the tens place. And we have a 9 in the ones place. So if you came up with 8,309,000, that would be correct. Another way you could do it is to add just like you've always done since you've learned adding. Stack it. You get 300 plus 9. If you add it, you get 8. Nothing in the hundred thousands, 10,000s, thousands. Got a 3 in the hundreds, nothing in the tens, and 9 in the ones. So did you get that? Great job.
Go! Here we go! Whoa, wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.
Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky. Not really, because this is part of topic 1-1. So go ahead and push pause and write this in standard form. What is this going to look like in standard form? Like this, or like this. Go ahead and push pause. All right. So we have 4 times 10. The base is a 10. And the little exponent tells how many zeros there are. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 6 times, the base is 10. This all has to deal with butt cheeks, to the second power. That means 2 zeros. 1, 2. That means 10 times 10. This means 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. What is 4 times 10,000? Well, that would make 40. Make it out a comma. 40,000. What is 6 times 100? 600. Now, we got a 4 in the 10,000s place. Nothing, a 0 in the thousands place. We've got a 6 in the hundreds place. 0 in the tens place, and 0 in the ones place. So the answer is 40,600. Did you get that? Great job.
Go! Here we go! Whoa, wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.
Now don't forget, you can also stack it like we did up here if you can't go from left to right. Now, these were expanded forms that we needed to convert into standard form. Now, these next 2 problems, I want you to go from standard form to expanded form. Okay? So, go ahead and push pause and tell me what 5,260 looks like in expanded form. Okay, so we have 5. It's in the thousands place, so the value is 5,000. Plus, the next place value is the hundredths place. The value, the digit is a 2, so the value is 200. And then the next one is the tens place, and a digit of 6. The value is 60. There's nothing in the ones place, you could put +1, but that's not how they do it. So just leave it alone. It's less writing. You don't get writer's cramp. So your answer should be 5,000 plus 200 plus 60. Circle your answer. Did you get that? Great job.
No! Here we go! Whoa, 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 wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.
All right, now go ahead and push pause and tell me what 85 million, nothing here, in the thousands, 11. 85 million, 11. What is that as expanded form? Go ahead and push pause and give me your answer. All right, so the first digit we come to is in the millions place. It's in the 10 millions place. So the value is 80 million. So there's the thousands, there's the hundreds. Plus, what's the next value? Well, that's in the ones in the millions place. So the answer is with a digit of 5, so it's 5 million. 6 zeros separated by a comma because they're grouped in threes. All right, there's nothing in the thousands place. There's nothing in the hundreds place. So we don't need to write that. So the next place value is the tens place, which is 1. And the value of 1 in the tens place is 10. And then we have a digit of 1 in the ones place. So the value is 1. So in expanded form, you should have 80 million plus 5 million plus 10 plus 1. Circle your answer. Did you get that? Great job.
No! Here we go! Whoa, 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 wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.
Now, these last two problems, all they are asking you is the value. What is the value of the sevens in 6,778? So tell me the value that you think that these two sevens have. Go ahead and push pause. All right, so here's the thousands place. The next place value is a hundreds place. And there's a 7. There's a 7 in the hundreds place. So what is the value of the 7? 700. What's the value of a 7 in the tens place? 70. There's the value of them. Circle your answer. Did you get that? Awesome.
No! Here we go! Whoa, 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 wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.
Now, the last problem is that you need to guess what the nines are in 990,250. Go ahead and push pause and give me your answer. All right, so here we have the hundreds place. Here we have the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. Well, this 9 is in the hundred. The family name is thousands. So it is 900,000. What's the value of the next one? Well, that's in the thousands. The family is 1,000. And the value is 10,000, the place value. And the value of the 9 in the 10,000s place is 90,000. Circle your answer. Did you get that? Awesome. Okay, so that basically this is it. This is all you have to do with topic 1-2, just understanding whole number place values. Remember, they're grouped in threes. They each have the same place values of ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds, one, tens, hundreds, and each group of three has a name. The hundreds, the thousands, the millions, the millions, the billions, the trillions. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Go! Here we go! Whoa, wait a second. How can I do this? I mean, how can Kung Fu stop something that stops Kung Fu?
Remember, Dragon Warrior, anything is possible when you have inner peace.